Yeah.
Yeah, if you're watching the replay, hopefully you don't have to see too much of this.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, it's 12:01, so I'll go ahead and start. I'm Reagan from Corey Canine Massage. I've been doing Reiki lately, distance Reiki, since this whole COVID-19 thing has been going on because it is a thing that is safe to do within my own home. It's like a broadcast signal I'm sending out to pet clients. And today I have a client on with me, Julie.
Mhm.
Julie, please introduce yourself. Tell us about your pets, and in particular, Coco.
Yeah. I'm Julie with Balance Life with Julie, but today I'm here representing Coco, one of my pups, and then I've got here her sister Harley, who is, I think, a reborn Zen master.
Yeah.
And then we have another dog, Shanti, who's downstairs, and then I've got a cat lounging in a chair. So we are a very animal-friendly household.
Indeed, indeed. And
Yeah.
Coco was whom I was connecting with
Yes.
for Reiki sessions. Please, tell me about. Well, if you're able to take me a little bit through how she was for the first, second, and third session, that'd be great.
Yeah, so I became curious about Reiki for her because Coco's always been very nervous and kind of high strung. She's high maintenance. Out of all the dogs, she's more needy, I would say. But also like tended to misbehave and just barked a lot. And so yeah, after the first session, I noticed that, for the first couple of days, she was more quiet, contemplative, and then the bad behavior kind of came back.
Okay.
And then after the second session, I noticed a little bit more of a change, but the most dramatic change has been since the last session, which was done on Tuesday. This is now Friday. And honestly, what I love about her personality is that she's spunky. But it was also that part of it that was kind of problematic at times because she just wouldn't listen. But since the Tuesday session, she's just become this chill dog. But I mean, like when she goes outside to play, she's still crazy as ever and runs around with her sisters and has a good time. And when she gets up in the morning, she's super hyper, right? Like she has those periods of the day, which I love, but I also love the fact that she's more chill and she's more calm and is just like willing to connect a little bit more. Right? Like even her sitting here calmly, like this wasn't a normal Coco thing.
Right. Well, that's great. Yay.
Yeah.
Oh, what a sweetie. Well, I remember finding, as those of you who I've talked to before and might have seen some of my interviews or lives, chatting about this sort of thing, Reiki, basically, you might remember that sometimes I get a couple downloads here and there, some animal communication going on because Reiki creates a space where you're in the right zone for that kind of thing to come through more clearly. And with Coco, especially the first session, I got very much that she's like, well, a little high strung, but because tied in somewhat to the responsibility she felt to look after the family and run things and be the boss and kind of a big personality and stuff like that, which you would say is true.
Yes, Coco loves to be the boss.
And bossy.
Yes. I mean, she's small but mighty.
Yes. Sometimes, and I've also told you, Julie, that I found Coco to be in some significant ways very similar to my own dog Raxel, especially with the sort of bravado sort of mask that she wears to seem tough and to look after things and boss people around and stuff like that, people and dogs or cats or whomever. And but I noticed under that, and I felt this with Coco too. There is insecurity and
Mhm.
sort of an anxiety. And what I was inspired to do for Coco, after actually a session with Sunny's dog Tofu, was to focus in and around the gut region, those chakras, basically 3, 2, and 1.
Mhm.
Solar plexus, sacral, and root, for grounding, but also they are around in and around the gut area, which can sort of be, where anxiety may spring from, and anxiety cause problems for, and then a vicious circle kind of is created there. I also didn't know whether the sort of potential that Coco has for like OCD-ness, neatness. I'll
Mhm.
just say I don't know if you wanted to discuss that part of of things or not for this, but sort of her cleaning up,
Mhm.
it might even be tied in with the gut. So in particular, I definitely did this also for session number 2. When I went back in my notes and I checked, but for session number 3, those were the chakras I really focused
Mhm.
on. So it seems to be, based on this anyway, kind of what she needed,
Mhm.
I would say.
She's been super, yeah, like, she's just become, I mean, we love all of them. They
Yes.
have such different personalities, but because her personality's been a little bit calmer the last, few days, like, it's hard not to be even more in love with her, right?
Oh, that's
Because she's
wonderful.
just so super sweet, and yeah, like, I love this part of her, and she still has that spunkiness, so it's not like,
It's not like
she's,
she's been sedated or something, you know?
no,
Yeah,
no, no. So
yeah.
she still has that. Like, I posted a little video yesterday because they went outside and they so Harley and Coco are sisters.
Mhm.
Shanti's from another litter. Like, they were probably going to put her down, so
Mm,
we got her in time. So,
good.
but because these two are sisters, like, they just have a different bond. So they went outside and they were playing yesterday, and they just, like, Coco is the fastest out of the three of them, right? Like, she can really run fast. Woo woo woo. Hey Harley, it's okay. It's just your dad. It's okay. It's okay.
Someone's home. Daddy's
Yeah.
home.
So, it's all right. It's okay. So yeah, they still have that spunk and speed. She still has that spunk and that speed, and loves to play and get into mischief with her sister, but is like, the rest of the time she's a lot calmer and easier to deal with. So that's
Oh,
kind of cool.
that's
Yeah.
great. And you'll have to let me know how long that lasts.
Yeah, I might
Yeah.
need another session. We'll
Yeah,
see how it goes.
I mean, it's kind of similar to massage therapy, right? It's not like the one session is going to fix
Mhm.
everything forever. It's a little
Yeah.
maintenance thing every once in a while is always
Yeah.
helpful. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm also kinda, like, looking at some of the other animals and seeing if there's anything that they need, they may benefit from.
very cool.
Yeah, so it
Excellent.
was it was it was really, really fun, and
Oh, okay.
Coco's Coco's a reborn pup. Coco, can you
Aw,
look at the camera?
you're so cute, Coco.
There she
Oh.
goes.
And now
Yeah.
we're just gonna spend the rest of the live looking at Coco. No. How cute she is.
That's how Coco likes it. Coco loves being loved on. It's
Oh,
her
yeah,
favorite.
yeah,
Yeah,
she should.
yeah,
Be the queen.
yes.
Take all the attention. And maybe she might, like, realize some things about being calmer too. Maybe that she'll get the more love she gets, the extra attention for being
Mhm.
so calm and creating that opportunity for you to be more lovey,
Yeah.
will start to like, oh yeah, so encourage her to be like, yes, this is the state to be in. Plus she's going to feel better too if she has
Mhm.
in fact been feeling sort of high strung because of what she feels like she has to do, guarding or whatever,
Yeah.
or bossing or both.
Yeah.
And yeah, if she's like letting some of that go and feeling a lot better, then and understanding, yeah, calm is pretty cool, and I can still be fun and bouncy and stuff like that. It's not like she's changed.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just, yeah, it's just this calmer version of her
Yes,
at
I like
at
this
the right times.
version.
Aw, that's
This version
wonderful.
is much easier to deal with.
Yeah. Well, I think I will actually wrap things up because I'm very afraid that our building is going to start fire alarm tests and
Oh
things
dear,
like that.
yeah,
So we've been very lucky so far. And
yeah.
I want like, yeah, let's not.
Yeah, and so, I mean, to anyone who has, stuff going on with their animals, dogs or cats, I would definitely recommend looking you up and getting
Thank
some
you.
sessions. It's really worth it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and it
Any
doesn't take a ton of time, so
Oh, no, it's 30 minutes for a session,
yeah.
and it's pretty easy to set up too. You know, we can I have a chat with people via video if they like, or just back and forth via text or email prior to the session. I just need a photo of your animal, and yeah, and then basically all you have to do is observe while the half-hour session is going on, and then I reach out afterwards, and we jump on a call for a few minutes after, which is
Yeah.
yeah, that's basically how it works. So, yep, you can contact me through CurryK9Massage.com. There's a contact form there. You can email me at CurryK9Massage@gmail.com. I'll leave that info also in the comments when this gets posted as a recording for the replay. And Julie, is there anything you'd like to plug for yourself?
I have a webinar coming up on Tuesday
Cool.
for if people want to learn how to boost their immune system and kick sugar. I know a lot of people are doing a lot of sugar these days.
Yeah,
So,
the Coco.
so you can go to my website and sign up for that. It's at 2 p.m. Eastern. But even if you can't make it live, if you sign up for the webinar, you'll get the replay after the fact as well. So yeah, and it's leading into a pretty cool discount on one of my programs as well. So
Great.
yeah,
All
yeah,
right, right. I can leave that
great.
info, or you can, Julie, in the comments too. So
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
great.
All
Thank,
right.
thank you so much, Julie. Thank
Thank
you, Coco.
you.
Hey,
Coco, say bye one more time. Bye, Coco. All
thanks
righty.
everybody for checking this out. Please leave comments and questions in the comments for us. Yeah, if you have questions for either of us, and we'll get right back to you.
All right.
See you later, Julie. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.